Today's topic is big, and honestly, I think it's kind of exciting. We are talking about why AI isn't just a passing trend. Obviously, we know it is here to stay, but it's fundamentally changing how people discover how they find trust and what brands and products they're choosing to purchase. So, what does that mean for PR pros like us? And more importantly, how do we stay relevant? How do we remain trusted advisors and indispensable to our clients in this new AI powered landscape? So, I want to be real for a second. I have clients asking all the time different questions now than what they used to. They used to ask, how do I get on Oprah? I mean, that opportunity is long gone. But now I have clients literally say, how do we show up in ChatGPT? Or why are we not included in Perplexity when our competitors are? They are not looking for us to give them some fluff answer, some, kind of, we don't know what AI is pulling from. We don't understand. Nobody really understands how it works. Clients want real strategic answers. And this is our opportunity to lead, not to be reactive, not to be afraid, like Chicken Little, the sky is falling. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've been in PR for 20 years, going on 21. And if I had $1 for every time we all panicked that everything was changing, and I mean, I'd have a couple bucks. Let's see. Like, I think that everybody has freaked out about the move away from print publications. This is a while ago, obviously, to digital, and we all flipped out. The media is dying. The media is dead. It's just different. Maybe that's $1 I would have. And for sure, with the popularity gaining of social media and kind of people's attention focused on platforms like X and Instagram and TikTok, and prospective clients freaking out about what that means for their business. Maybe that's my second dollar. So I'd have $2, but there's always some major flip out with our industry. And yes, AI is here. It is here to stay. And it is fundamentally changing what we do as PR pros, but it's actually a positive for us. And I'm going to tell you why. We are going to step up and be the go-to authority that our clients will come to us to really understand how this shift impacts them and how we can support them. Okay, so the shift that we're all feeling is this like ripple effect, this fear in the PR industry right now. And maybe you felt it. If you've ever had questions or wondered, is PR becoming less relevant? Am I less relevant? Does media even matter anymore if nobody's clicking? Or Google rankings of articles, do they even matter? Is AI going to replace us? I mean, you might have had one or all of these thoughts. And this uncertainty, we've all felt it. I have for sure felt it. It is very real. But I want to be honest, like the very first time I realized AI was essentially synthesizing content instead of linking to it, I had kind of like a mini crisis moment. I thought, wait, is it completely bypassing press? Is it, going to sources that have nothing to do with the earned media and the authority that we're building for our clients digitally online through earned media mentions? Is what we do even going to matter anymore? But once I started really digging deeper, for me, something totally clicked. And that's the realization that AI doesn't replace PR. It actually rewards it. Okay. We create trusted sources of content through domain authority that AI is actually pulling from. We are building the digital signals that large language models, shortened, it's called LLMs, cite in their answers. And what is really kind of causing all the chaos is that SEO, affiliate links, paid placements, all of the different strategies that it's like shiny object syndrome, right? Like these have come up on our radar as we're talking about all of the tactics, all of the strategies that we can support clients with to get them the visibility they're looking for in front of the right audiences. And we certainly know in the realm of product PR that affiliate revenue, linking to affiliate platforms is very important to secure earned media. And that was like a tactic we had to learn and understand how to implement that in our pitches, make it happen for our clients, and really how important it is, because I work in the brand and product side, how important it is for our clients to have a real ability to help our publisher partners earn revenue by recommending their products. You know, we all kind of worried about these other tactics. You know, it's all this kind of chaos that is coming from the, kind of really quick adoption to AI from everybody looking for answers, content recommendations on these AI models, is that the kinds of strategies that were always pulling our attention in PR, from paid placements, affiliate links, SEO tactics, all of those different things, they're not automatically showing up in AI search results in those synthesized, we've scoured the web and here is the best answer to your question based on exactly how you asked it. The difference here is the new gatekeepers, Perplexity, Gemini, ChatGPT, they are pulling from authoritative articles, thought leadership, and consistent mentions from trusted sources. And guess who specializes in all of that? You do. I do. We do. PR pros. This is what we do. So what's exciting to me is this mindset shift that I've had that makes me even more fired up about my business is that AI hasn't made PR irrelevant. It has made it essential. This isn't the end of PR. This is kind of like a rebirth. Clients want us to be a guide. They want us to be an authority that supports them and guides them, not just provide a service that they're asking for, right? They want to know maybe why they're not showing up in AI and why their competitors are, and what they can actually do about it, how to change that. They're confused. They want to understand where consumers are getting their information and their recommendations and how they can be a part of that and show up where their customers are actually looking for brands and products just like theirs, or experts that are known for certain topics. They want to be referenced in these ChatGPT and other AI model search results when somebody's asking for the thing that they are known for or want to be known for, or they are, trusted in a certain space. They want to know, how do I show up when people are asking for the very thing that I know I can answer for them? They're turning to us, their publicist, their agency, their advisor, for answers. So first thing I want to share for us, I want to give some actionable takeaways so that you feel more comfortable talking the talk and understanding how all of this works. I don't want you to wait until you feel like a certified AI expert, where you've dug deep and taken a certification course and you know all the ins and outs. Even by listening to this episode right now, you're learning how it works and how to be able to support clients and talk to them about how it works. So I want you to not wait until you feel like you understand everything. I mean, it's evolving so quickly, and even the programmers that are developing these platforms don't 100% understand how quickly it is evolving. So how are we ever going to be those like experts, right? It's really just about getting as much information as you can and being kind of like 1, 2, 3 steps ahead of your clients and what they know, and kind of understanding how AI works with regard to earned media. So start now by testing, observing. Some things that I will do is I will literally go into ChatGPT or Perplexity, and I will look for my clients to show up in search results. And if they don't, what are their competitors showing up, and what are the citations? Where are they pulling this information from? So I will type things like best clean skincare brands, or top baby products for new moms, or who is the founder of, and then a certain like company that you represent, so that you understand what is showing up, right? If your clients are showing up in these search results, that's awesome. Screenshot that. That is real visibility. It's measurable PR performance in the age of AI, and very positive. If they are not, you can look at their competitors or whomever else is showing up in these results and see where AI is pulling from. It'll give you citations. It'll let you know the sites it's looking at to see what is relevant to answer this question. And then you can start to target those media outlets. You can start to target certain pitches that will incorporate the language that your customers might be looking for, so that all of that messaging is really consistent as it relates to your client. It'll start to show up if it's on a high authority website with a mention that includes them and certain keywords, like my client that's the breast pump, more milk in less time, higher yield without having to pump for so long, best electric breast pump, quiet, compact. These keywords are important to defining what sets our client's product apart. And we have secured earned media features mentioning these key differentiators, and they are starting to show up in AI answers when you ask those questions, because it knows customers are looking for these different points of differentiation. And if your messaging is consistent on the client website, on earned media, anything that is searchable, press releases, Wikipedia, different thought leadership articles and things, the higher the domain authority, like a very high quality media outlet that's very trusted, is going to start to show up in the search results. And if you are already showing up, do these searches, screenshot them. That is proof positive that earned media is having an impact on the results that are returning your client and the visibility that they're getting in prospective clients. Some other solutions, I want to share a couple strategies that are going to help us really understand where we are in this whole PR, AI, ecosystem, right? So what I would do first, and what I did first, is really educate myself as much as I can and stay on top of it, and then share that with my clients. So I set aside literally 10 to 15 minutes a day, sometimes, an hour or so a week, to read certain Substacks, to test different AI queries, to kind of see what's showing up, what sites are being pulled from as sources. And then I will kind of summarize that trend for clients so that they understand, or I'll mention it on our calls, so that they really understand not only what's happening, but that I'm an authority that they can trust and depend on to help usher them into this new era of AI, and understand how, as PR professionals, we're able to support them in the way that people are getting information now. So I really like Praise, Praize, their newsletter, their Substack. Emma Grace Moon, we're trying to get her on the podcast. She talks all about affiliate marketing, AI, PR, and how they all merge. And it's very aligned with how I teach it in our programs and how I support clients with it, and kind of share with them how everything's working together. I think also Perplexity's citation breakdown is really good. So go there, ask a question, and see where it pulls from. It's going to give you the outlets that they consider high domain authority places that they're searching, and you can target those outlets. There's also other experts that you can follow, like Stephen Walker from Journey Further, Randy Fishkin. Look them up and see if that resonates with you, but they are like deep experts in AI. An example of this showing up kind of like where I could show the client and give them value. I recently sent one of our clients a really simple, quick Loom video where I was walking through how they showed up in Google's AI overview and explained how their Allure feature that we secured for them, not even recently, like a while back, was being cited in Perplexity. And they were truly blown away because that's the value of earned media. It is, we've always said it's very cumulative and things start to like really gain traction. And now that's even more of the case because articles that might have been from a while back, that maybe for sure, if it were ever mentioned on social media, that's long buried. It's been, long ago seen and buried. But those articles out there still exist. And if they're high domain authority websites, they are going to be on the radar of AI. It doesn't matter if it's old. If it's old and it has a lot of clicks and a lot of traction, that actually shows AI that it's highly relevant. So that's not just PR anymore. That is an overall visibility strategy. And clients are willing to pay a premium for that, showing them how earned media, how the work we do cumulatively helps them show up in these different places and that visibility that they're getting in front of their target audience. Another tip that I think is really helpful is keeping all of this all of the screenshots and any kind of AI generated answer. If your client shows up when you're doing a search for a certain thing, like let's say from the marketing team or calls with clients, you really understand their goals and objectives and certain things that they want to be known for, certain strategies that they are, like initiatives that they're working on within the business, and you really understand how the way that people are asking questions is going to impact that goal and objective that the client has that you are going to support them with. So if you're able to go to AI and ask a question in a way that shows that they're showing up in those results that support those goals and objectives that they have for certain keywords, right? Like best clean beauty brand or products that perform, to help with sagging and wrinkles, that are clean and made in the US or something like that. That's important for them to be aligned with. And you've done a lot of earned media outreach that have included those keywords. And now it's showing up in AI when someone asks and they're part of the results. That's a big deal. And so take a screenshot of that, any AI generated answer, any best of article, a trusted media roundup, and make kind of like a one slide visual case study. I love case studies. Anyone who's in my agency accelerator program knows how much we talk about case studies because they are so important. It's almost like don't tell someone, show them. That is visual proof. It is showing what the client's goals and objectives were, what your strategy was to help them achieve it, and that result that you got with earned media that is now showing up in AI in a one-page case study. So instead of you saying like our PR work is very impactful, now you're showing them, look at what our PR efforts, our earned media is now doing for our clients all these months or years later. And you have this really like simple, like take a screenshot, don't make it crazy fancy. It doesn't have to be designed and knock your socks off. Just a document of what worked. And then use that for proof of your performance in monthly reports or include it in pitches for upcoming opportunities you have with future clients or any kind of thought leadership posts on LinkedIn. I want all of us as PR pros to be known as experts who understand how to support clients, support experts and brands in showing up in these results. And when you share that on LinkedIn, it's kind of a thought leadership. You're aligning yourself with that expertise. One of my agency accelerator students landed a quote in a Forbes vetted roundup. And a week later, ChatGPT pulled from that roundup when someone asked about a certain supplement. And they were from that mention, because it's a high domain authority site, it is showing up in AI results almost immediately. That is AI powered PR ROI. So boom, screenshot that, get a case study, rinse and repeat so that you have a bundle of these results that you can share. You're not a one-trick pony, okay? And then my last strategy here is, and I'm currently working on this myself, and I'm like really figuring out, how do I position myself? Like, what is the way that I want to be talking about this? I can go on a podcast and I can talk about it, and I can, go get on our coaching calls and support our community with it. Love talking about it. But when it comes to my own agency website, I'm like, where do I fit in with all this? And how can I really position our services and our expertise to attract the ideal clients that really see the value in the work we're doing? So I'm working on my messaging, and I would love for you to do that too. So you have to update your messaging, because if you're just talking about earned media and landing press and getting visibility, that is not enough. You need to start describing your work like, we help brands show up in the places that AI and real people trust, in media, expert roundups, and in the answers that people are already getting from ChatGPT and Perplexity. This is where you start to elevate from an implementer, from like a mere service provider, somebody they come to and they say, I want XYZ. And you're like, okay, here we go. I'm a robot and I will do XYZ. Pay me. No, you are a strategic thinker, a strategic advisor, and you are guiding them into this new era as a trusted advisor to them. So you want to shift how you talk about PR. You want to get away from the, we get you earned media coverage, we get you visibility, to, we help your brand earn visibility and trust in a world where AI answers are replacing traditional search. That's it. That's what brands are looking for. So kind of, jump in head first. Don't be afraid of it. Look at this like an opportunity for us as PR pros to have the work we do continue to be extremely relevant, even more relevant now than it has been, over the last few years, when there's so many other opportunities kind of competing for brands, promotional dollars, right? Earned media, high domain authority sites are extremely valuable. And that's what we do. It goes back to those fundamentals of storytelling, the right story to the right outlet, the right person at the right outlet at the right time. All of those fundamentals, which we happen to teach in the Pitch Lab, highly important, relevant skill that is not going anywhere. So just to kind of quick recap, AI, it's not killing PR. It's actually really elevating the value of what we do. And clients need you, and they need me to guide them through this change. PR pros who step into this now, not when it's safe, not when they feel like fully trained and certified and comfortable and all of that. The ones who jump in now, like you, because you're here listening, we will lead the next era of brand discovery. So listen, I was worried at first too, but now I see this as our moment to lead. And that really excites me. The same placements that we've always prioritized, expert driven, earned media in top outlets that are, positioning our clients as trustworthy, the outlets are considered trustworthy. They are now the fuel that will power the AI results that show up when someone asks a question and your client's brand could be discovered. So if you want to master how to pitch in a way that lands placements and positions your clients for AI visibility, That is exactly what we teach in the Pitch Lab. And if you want to turn your PR skill set into a streamlined, scalable agency, the Agency Accelerator is where we give you the sales systems, the positioning, the confidence that will help you scale into consistent six-figure revenue. And both programs, they're there for you. Check them out at generationacademy.com. I would love to support you there. And just a little bit of final motivation. This isn't the death of PR. The sky isn't falling. I'm not going to get another dollar, from everybody freaking out that everything, maybe I will get a dollar. It's always about the freak out, not about the reality. But this isn't the death of PR. This is like a rebirth of what we do. And earned media is the new currency of trust. And trust is the currency of AI. So stop playing small. You're not just a publicist. You're the architect of how your clients are seen, how they're discovered, and what citations are being pulled into the answers that are seen by your prospective customers, by humans, and by the robots, by the AI machines, right? This is what we do, and that hasn't changed. It's only become more relevant and important. This is our moment, so you got to own it. That's what I have for you today. So go out there and check out some AI Substacks content, get yourself up to speed. I'm talking 15 minutes a day. That's what you need. And, go out there and crush it this week. I will be here crushing it too, and I will see you next week for another episode of Pitching Powerhouse.